Hi guys! I have prepared a video that will improve this living room without any lights or electrical fan installed. It is dark and hot during summer. But the issue is, it has no electrical box ready for installing those requirements, so this is what I did instead. As you can see, I was able to install the ceiling fan and the recessed lights. So why did I end up doing this instead of just installing the recessed lights to every corner of the ceiling? I will tell you why. So this is my initial approach. I have drawn my plan in a piece of paper and started to investigate the ceiling so that I can foresee how am I going to install and execute the project. So this is what I found when I opened the ceiling. By the way, I opened this because I am reinstalling wired smoke detector. Now, this is what I've seen. The ceiling drywall is directly attached to the joist, so there's no space for you to drag the electrical cable across the flooring or floor railing or joist without opening the ceiling and make some drilling against the joist to insert the cable across. However, you can freely drag the cable if the direction is parallel to it. In this case, in every place where you will put the recessed light will require you to open the ceiling in order for you to drag the electrical wiring across the places. This will ruin the ceiling, the cost will be high, as well as the effort will be tremendous. To execute my plan, first, I have considered the power source. The easiest way to hook my project up is to where I can drag the electrical cables with a minimal disturbance to the ceiling. As much as possible is to avoid drilling and opening every space in the ceiling in order to drag the cables. Therefore, I have chosen this source wherein it is located parallel to the joist. It means to say there's an open space to drag the cable to reach out to the middle of my project. So, I ended up doing this frame instead in order for me to hide the electrical cables. Now that you know, then let's start doing the project. So guys, it's really important to get the center of it before you're gonna have to execute what you have planned. Make sure you have the right measurement of the whole area of this space in order to get the center of it, and that will be your reference. As you can see, I've already marked with the masking tape the center of the space, and that will be a great idea in order to have a balanced measurement in each side. This is what I recommend. You have to draw first the total area, and then you're gonna have to measure each side of the space in order to get the center of it. So in any angle of the space, wherever you are, you can see the center of the space, and that's what I've marked in there with this masking tape. Alright guys, so you need one of these tools. It is called studs detector. It is really important to detect the studs in your ceiling before doing anything else, because that's where you will connect whatever you want to connect in order to have strong build.
So it's just like this, it's easy to use. You'll be determining the studs with this. When it gives you the signal and it beeps, then that's the studs, the edge of the studs. So I've already installed the wire there. So I just make a small hole and then fish the other end of the wire into that space over there. I've already installed the wire. I just made a little hole there and fish out the other end of the wire over there, and that will be the source of my power in order to power up those lights that I'm installing. Oh yeah, so that will be the solution if ever you don't have any space in your ceiling. When I open the ceiling, it doesn't have any space for me to pull the wire. So definitely that will be the solution. Guys, this is the most fitted solution in order to hide the wirings of the installation of lights or whatever installation you may have. This will be the best solution in a close fitted environment.
This is much lesser work than to open the ceiling in every point you will place a recessed light. It is simple and lesser effort because you can avoid destroying the ceiling. At least by making a frame, you can hide the cables. Moreover, it will be much cheaper and cleaner work to execute.
My package has arrived. So this will be the light that I will be using. It's a Recess Q Plus. 75 watts. Yeah. Okay. So guys, this is now the light that I've just bought. It's a resist light, and this is my setup now. Look at it, it's so thin, so nice. Look at that, see? Perfect. I want this light. I can see your shield, baby. Oh, you can.
Sana pagkasain ko.
Okay guys, so I already interconnected black to black and white to white, and the green one here is the ground. So you're gonna have to connect those two grounds there. Green is for the ground, white for the neutral, and black for the hot. And we're just gonna push this all the way inside. Push that all the way inside, and we'll close the box and insert it in there. And we will install now the light.
Yan din. Hindi mo na siya maayos? Ayos. Ayun. We don't need this. This is the rubber gasket. You have to remove that in order to be connected into the surface tight and snug.
So guys, before you work on your electrical circuits or electricity, you're gonna have to turn off your source, the power source. And you must have these two tools in order to deal with the electric. Okay, this one detects if the wire has still the live voltage in it. So once you detect, you're gonna have to press this and detect if the wire is still having a voltage. And when it does, this one blinks rapidly. But now I already turned off the source, so it's no longer showing up. And the second thing, this kind of tool, it's a voltmeter, multimeter, I should say. This one, just to make sure that everything is turned off, you're gonna have to make sure before you touch the wire. Just use this in order to make sure. Yeah, it's really important to be safe when you're dealing with the electricities. That's why you're gonna have to make sure everything is turned off. And of course, in order to do that, you have to confirm with this multimeter. All right, so let's start it. By the way, so this is the easiest electric source that I could hook this up, because I already verified that this is going into a parallel with the studs inside the ceiling, so it will be easy to pull up the cables or the wirings. I don't need to break all the ceiling in order to drag and drop these electrical wires. So this is what I've chosen. I will show you those things whenever I've completed this. I'm going to explain well. If you don't have any idea about electricity, then I advise you not to do it. You should consult your professionals in order to help you. Don't do it yourself if you don't have any knowledge. So let's test this first, and let's confirm with this. So you can see there's no light, but you need to verify with this. This is a digital one, so sometimes this tool fails to detect, but what we're gonna do is to verify with this. This is more accurate. So you're gonna have to put it in alternating current, and we'll measure the voltage. So it is showing there that the voltage is 0. So we are safe, but we still have one wire here, which is this one. So we'll just verify that too. So there you go. 0.7 volt. So it's safe. So guys, if you don't have any idea about electricity, then don't do it. Okay, so this is how you're gonna detect which one is the live one. So when you poke this and press the button, see that? That means to say the wire is live, has power. So you better be careful. You always have to turn off the source before you work on your electrical circuits or electrical wirings. Okay, so this one is the live one. Okay, so I'm gonna test it again. I've already turned it off from the source, so we are expecting that to give a blinking signal, a rapid blinking signal. So this is the live one before, and I already turned it off from the circuit panel, and now we can confirm that there's no more power in here and it's safe to do. Okay. So in order to open this, to make a hole, you just kind of have to make sure your drill is in the reverse in order for you to open this properly without any scratches on the ceiling. Okay, let's do that. So I'm using this dust collector in order to collect all the dust, and yeah, everybody will be happy. And I couldn't also breathe the dust that is coming from the ceiling. So make sure this is in reverse, and yeah, gradually you can open it. That's it. And we'll install the electrical box wherein we will be connecting that fan. We'll be connecting the fan bracket and at the same time the fan. So we'll make sure this is really tied up into the studs in order to take the load of or the weight of that fan. Make sure it is fully contact and fully fastened into the studs inside the ceiling. So yeah, I've already dragged the cable before and I already installed it here. Now I'm gonna pull it up.
Okay.